Okay, this is Charles, your coding tutor, taking you on an adventure through the world of coding. Yes, this is an exciting world, I must say, because we can learn coding using a very colorful tool and language called Scratch. Yes, Scratch is really cool. I can't wait to uh, uh, really show you all the things that Scratch can do. Now, last video we took our storytelling to another level, and we said part of the things we'll be doing in telling our stories is animating our sprites and making them have a conversation. Okay, now the next thing we were about to do before we had to call it quits for the last video was to change the scenery. You know, it's a story, right? So we need to change the scenery. If you remember, this was the scenery we had, the backdrop that we had on our stage. So we want Avery to be in school now. Okay, so I need a school background. Alright, now it seems like finding a school background might be a bit tough, but we could do with this. Okay, now you see what's the cool thing about the school background is it changes the backdrop and replaces the previous one. So just like the cat's code had to end with a hide so that the cat disappears after the first scene and just leaves Avery on stage, we would need to set the backdrop to the first backdrop, the first one that we need. Okay, and that backdrop is backdrop number 1. You can see right here that the school backdrop is the second one. This is the second backdrop we're having in the series or in the sequence of backdrops. Now if you want to see all the backdrops, just click on the stage and select backdrops. Okay, so backdrops are like the costume of our stage, if you like. Okay, so I have colorful city backdrop and I have hall backdrop. Okay, so Avery is at the hall. Okay, so I would like to switch the backdrop to the hall backdrop when Avery is done talking to the cat. Okay, so we could make Avery keep walking until she gets here. Okay, or we could make Avery again walk from the middle, from the edge here to the middle here. Alright, and then have a conversation with another sprite who's already here. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, now remember this cat is going to be out of here. Alright, so let's make sure that everything is working as we planned. Now after Avery is done working, we would like to switch the backdrop to we'll be switching the backdrop to the hall backdrop. Okay, so where's the hall? Yeah, that's the hall. Now just like we had to do the hide and show thing, alright, we also need to set the backdrop to the first one when when the code begins. We could do this for the cat too, but if we're doing it for Avery, then we don't need to do it for the cat. Okay, so backdrop 1 is actually the empty stage. We'll have to set it to colorful city because that's where our story begins. Alright, so this stage is going to give this backdrop is going to give way to the colorful city backdrop anytime the code starts, and that's really our intention. Alright, yes, anytime you're telling stories, you need to be intentional. Alright, now after the cat disappears, Avery's got to walk. She's got to walk right to the middle of the stage, okay, somewhere there, and have a conversation. Alright, so that means I would have to repeat a set of blocks one more time. Okay, I would have to repeat a set of blocks one more time, and you can imagine what those blocks would be. That would be from here, and I will duplicate it and bring it all the way down here. Alright, now wait a minute, take it easy, man. I'm not done yet. Okay, so once, let me see if we can really take advantage of our space. Okay, so pardon me, I'm going to be alright, let's keep it here. Okay, now for Avery to go to the middle of the stage, let's change this to 50. Okay, alright, so yeah, Avery is walking at the same speed, but the stage has changed now to the hall. Okay, now we could make a sprite to stay somewhere here to meet Avery at the middle of the hall, okay, as part of our storytelling. Now which sprite would that be? So I'm thinking off the top of my head that we should have Abby. So let's see Abby. Abby has a couple of costumes. She's not walking. Okay, alright, so maybe we should just let's add her. Alright, now we're adding Abby. Now if you remember, Abby needs to be facing Avery in the hallway. Okay, so we're going to do a few things to Abby. We're going to flip her. We're going to flip all her costumes so that she faces Avery. Now for us to do that flipping, we would have to use let's see, okay, alright, we would have to flip her vertically. Alright, okay, now if Abby is gonna be giving us some issues, we might have to use another sprite, okay, that's already facing that direction. Okay, I seem not to have the flipping the bit that flips the sprite. Okay, I seem not to have it for Abby, so we might have to use another sprite. Sorry Abby. Okay, I'm really sorry. So let's look for another sprite that's already in the direction we need Abby to be facing. Okay, okay, so let's use Anila. Alright, now let's add Anila to, okay, so we'll be doing more with this sprite in the next video. See ya.